Have you ever felt like Animal Hospital is trying to tell you something without actually saying it? Most players think it's just another Roblox horror game. You check patients, survive each night, avoid monsters, and repeat. But after spending hours inside the hospital, I realized something strange. Almost nothing in this game seems random. The signs, the locked rooms, the strange behavior of the doctors. Even the hospital itself feels like it has a story that existed long before the player arrived. So I decided to investigate. The first thing that caught my attention wasn't a monster. It was the hospital itself. Unlike most Roblox horror games, this place feels believable. The emergency signs, the waiting rooms, the medical equipment, it looks less like a fantasy map and more like a real hospital. Then I noticed something else. Several signs use Korean writing. That immediately made me wonder, could this hospital be inspired by a real place somewhere in Asia? While searching through abandoned hospitals, one location kept appearing over and over again. Old Changi Hospital in Singapore. For years, the abandoned building has attracted explorers from around the world. Officially, it was simply left empty after medical services moved elsewhere. But that's only the official story. Around the building, countless urban legends began to spread. Some visitors claimed they heard footsteps coming from empty hallways. Others believed someone was dragging heavy objects across the floor late at night. One of the oldest stories says patients would wake up after midnight because they heard scratching beneath their beds. Some people even claimed shadowy figures stood silently at the ends of corridors before disappearing seconds later. Another legend tells the story of a night security guard who vanished during his shift. According to the story, only his flashlight was ever found. There's no verified evidence that any of these stories are true, but they transformed the abandoned hospital into one of the most famous haunted locations in Southeast Asia. Now, here's where things become interesting. Animal Hospital contains many of those same ideas. Doctors avoid answering simple questions. Certain rooms remain permanently locked. The basement is treated like a place nobody wants to talk about. Even the NPCs seem nervous whenever it's mentioned, almost as if they're hiding something. Then I started paying attention to the doctors. Dr. Harlow doesn't behave like a normal doctor. Instead of comforting patients, he constantly watches everything around him. Sometimes it almost feels like he's watching you, not the patients. And the more I explored, the stranger everything became. Several NPCs hint that experiments are taking place somewhere inside the building. Others mention patients who disappear without explanation. One character even suggests that whatever is happening isn't an accident. It's happening on purpose. Then I noticed another detail. Why are there so many restricted areas inside a hospital that's supposed to help people? Hospitals are designed to save lives, but this place feels more like it was built to hide something. And that raises another question. What if the monsters aren't invading the hospital? What if they were created inside it? That would explain why the staff act so strangely, why nobody wants to discuss the basement, why every night becomes more dangerous than the last. Maybe the hospital isn't trying to protect the town. Maybe it's trying to keep something from escaping. Or perhaps it's already too late. Because when you look around carefully, almost everyone inside Animal Hospital seems afraid, not of the creatures, but of the truth. And honestly, I don't think we've discovered everything yet. Every update adds new rooms, new characters, new secrets, and every new clue raises even more questions than answers. So maybe the biggest mystery isn't who the monsters are, maybe it's who created them in the first place.